After defeating Boston Latin in the first round of the playoffs, girls volleyball would hit the road to take on Attleboro in the Sweet 16 on Monday, November 7th. Despite being the two-time defending state champions, the girls would head into this matchup considered as an underdog. In the first set, that might have looked to be true, but we should know by now you can never count this team out until the very end. So let's head to Attleboro to see how it went. We pick it up with Attleboro leading by 3. They set their outside hitter, Julia Leonardo, would have a huge game, gets the kill right there. They would keep feeding her in this first set, this time with the sneaky tap over, falls in for the 5-point lead. Bombardiers would take over this first set. This time it's for their middle Ellie Shelton, who smacks it down. They'd take the first over the Rockets, 25-16. On to the second, Needham up 3. Lizzie Tam sets up her big sis, Sam Tam, and puts it in the perfect spot. Rockets starting to come alive, now an 8-point lead. Natalie Brojek sets up Leonardo for Attleboro. This time she's denied by Chloe DeMeo and Devin Schwartz combined. 18-15 Needham's lead. Lizzie going back to Sam on the outside, drills it cross court. Set point for the Rockets. This time it's Evie Lockwood-Mullaney. Tips it right over the blockers. And just like that, we are tied at 1 set each. Halfway through the third, Attleboro up 2, set up for Leonardo, and again, she's blocked by DeMeo and Schwartz. 2017 Bombardiers, Izzy Streeper serving for Needham, hits the net and drops down for a much-needed ace. Tied at 22, a big call coming up, set up for Leonardo, and it clearly hits the net before the Rockets touch it, but instead they call Needham into the net. And that huge call puts Attleboro up by 1 instead of the Rockets, and the rest of the set would go Attleboro's way. Set point coming up where it's anyone's ball over the net. Shelton tips it down after looking like she went into the net. But nonetheless, the Bombardiers take the third, 25-22, and lead it 2-1. On to the fourth, Lizzie to Sam. Sam Tam doing what she does best, drills it down for the kill. Rockets by 1, Lockwood-Mullaney to Lizzie, gets it back and smartly tips it over. 23-22, Izzy Streeper coming up with a big dig. Lizzie Tam gets up there, able to push it past Attleboro, and the freshman coming up big. Needham with a set point. And who else are you going to go to? Of course, Sam Tam. Her tip is blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Rockets recover and take the fourth, 25-22. That ties it up at 2, so we are heading to a 5th and deciding set. Rockets start off hot. Lockwood-Mullaney with a nice dig to Lizzie. Over to Tam. Sam Tam, she gets one to drop, but Attleboro would come back alive, tied at 6. Leonardo, the serve, gets the ace. Bombardiers with a 2-point lead. Brojek feeds Leonardo again. She gets another one from the 10-foot. Needham would stay within a fighting chance. They go to Tam. She keeps Needham alive to pull them within 1, but on set point, the Rockets would make a big mistake, and this is it. Attleboro takes the 5th set, 15-12 in the match over the 2-time defending state champs, 3-2. Rockets left everything out on the court, but unfortunately would come up just short. They end the season with a 15-5 record. Congrats, though, to all the seniors on a great Rocket career, and we look forward to next year. Boys soccer also had a date with the Bombardiers in the second round on Wednesday, November 9th. After gliding by Barnstable in the first round, this matchup looked to be a tougher out for the Rockets. That is until late in the second half when everything fell into place. With that being said, let's get to Memorial for the highlights. About 11 minutes in, Dylan Maloney touches a pass to Noah Goldstein. Great footwork to get around the defender, blasts one at the goal, but it's saved by Tyler Rocchio. Rockets would have several chances in the first half off a corner. Campbell Keys up from the defense is there, but it goes just outside the goal. Attleboro with a chance deep in Needham territory. Big throw right into the middle, flicked on, but the kick goes wide. Under 3 minutes left in the first half. Rockets a free kick. They go short to Maloney. One-time zip it right to the keeper, so we are still locked at 0. Heading to the second. 6 minutes in, Needham applying some pressure. Xander Laidlaw with a nice high cross. Max Edwards is there on the far side, but Rocchio, a diving save. Kyle Reddish then carrying the ball down the center, passes to Kevin Federico, right back to Reddish, and he launches one, But again, Rocchio, an incredible save. Needham doesn't lay off, though. Deep throw in Bombardier territory, finds the foot of Goldstein, gets a shot off, and drills it high corner to put the Rockets ahead 1-0, finally. And that would open the floodgates. Off a corner, Keys with a header, but it's deflected out right to Reddish. He's able to finish Needham with a quick 2-0 lead, and it doesn't stop there. Harry Clapham carrying the ball down the far side, touches it ahead for Maloney, who uses his speed and puts it past Rocchio for another one to make it 3-0, and that would end things. Despite struggling to put the ball in the net in the early going, Needham comes alive late in the second half to take the 3-0 victory over Attleboro. Rockets move on to the Elite Eight, where they'll face the winner of Shrewsbury or Newton South at Memorial Field on Saturday, November 12th at 4:30. More playoff action from the Rockets this past week, so here's where everyone else currently lies. After a monster 7-0 win over Algonquin, field hockey fell to the 5th seed Franklin 5-0 on Wednesday, November 9th. Girls swim and dive finished second at the South Sectionals on Sunday, November 6th. They will head to MIT on Sunday, November 13th to compete in the Division II state championships. Boys and girls cross country will head down to Wrentham on Saturday, November 13th to compete in the MIAA divisional meet. And finally, girls soccer heads to Natick to take on the Redhawks in the Sweet 16 on Thursday, November 10th at 6 p.m. For an update on how the Rockets do, you can check out our sports Twitter page at TNC_sports. In other Rockets news, girls basketball announced on Wednesday, November 9th, they have hired Hannah Carroll as their new head coach after Amanda Sheehy stepped down back in July. Carroll played under the legendary Lainey Clement over at Oliver Ames until she graduated in 2017. She was part of the 2021 University of New Hampshire graduating class and was most recently an assistant coach for King Philip. Congrats, Coach. We will see you during hoop season.